The foggy Ferris wheel, while beautiful, was a warning of what was to come. Hi, I'm Blue, the cosplayer known as Blue Clarice, and this is my first YouTube video. It's kind of fitting that my first YouTube video is about Katsucon, because Katsucon was my first convention back in 2015. And it was almost as crazy as this Katsu. I basically got trampled by a horde of Attack on Titan cosplayers. I got traumatized at a Homestuck meetup that my friend wanted to go to, and somehow my mom was able to skip a 3.5-hour line so that we could get our badge. Needless to say, I had no idea what I was doing, but I still was somehow entranced by the costumes. And I think that's really what led me to still cosplay to this day. So I actually did cosplay at that convention, and I'll show a picture of my cosplay on the screen. This cosplay was one of my first cosplays. I didn't have a lot of time, so I just rushed and did a Tokyo Ghoul character. Not my favorite, but one that I could get done in a week. I actually used my natural hair as well, and I kind of used that as inspiration for my costumes this year. I wanted to go back to my roots and just use stuff I already had and use my natural hair, and that's kind of one of the ways that this con has gone in full circle for me. So now I'm gonna dive right into this vlog and start right at day 0, Thursday. I arrived on day 0, hesitant but hopeful for a great weekend. This was my first year ever staying at the Gaylord for Katsu. I was lucky enough to have a friend that's a wizard when it comes to getting hotels. And after waiting for them to get ready, we ventured out of our hotel room to take pictures and explore the con.
Oh, they only go up.
Wait, no, they go down. Creepy ass stairs.
Yeah. I feel like a horror. You know what? That'd be good for a shoot tomorrow.
Oh, for Kazutora? We were super fortunate to get a room on the 3rd floor because the elevator was about a 15+ minute wait, which will kind of be important for later. And we only had to walk down 1 flight of steps to get to the gazebo.
If you want, we can go outside. Yeah, day Thursday.
Ah yes, the foggy gazebo, so beautiful yet so ominous, setting the mood of the entire con. Anyways, Erica and I were just messing around, taking pictures, and doing a casual Femme Yurio and Femme Otabek from Yuri on Ice. Those people screaming. Look at Erica.
Yeah, we're going to work with what we got.
The poor man's tripod. The recycling bin.
You know what? We're working with what we got. Someone didn't bring their tripod.
Look, it's upstairs. I didn't think we need it. We eventually made it to the gazebo. Pro tip, go on Thursday or Wednesday even to just not have to wait in line to get to the gazebo. I've actually never taken a picture in the gazebo at Katsu because I never really saw the draw, but I thought it was kind of romantic and beautiful that my first time taking a picture in the gazebo was dancing with one of my good friends. But our night didn't end there. We ended up meeting some really cool Yuri on Ice cosplayers, but they thought I was cosplaying Aizawa. Actually, a lot of people thought I was Aizawa or Jessica Jones, and they kept complimenting me on my cosplay. I never corrected them, but I also was like, it's fair. I kind of did look like both those characters. Anyways, we were just taking photos and hanging out with the Yuri on Ice cosplayers, and it was around this time I was like, Yuri, Yurio, dance battle, and well, you see their reactions. Day number 1, Friday. So it's really rainy today. Well, not really rainy, just a little bit. Maybe we'll get a cool, like, foggy, whatchamacallit, Ferris wheel today. Joe got me some pretty flowers and, you know, I'm drinking some tea. So we're just getting started. Another really fun moment was us all getting into cosplay Friday morning. I honestly forgot how much I missed this. It's such a wholesome bonding experience with friends. Today I was cosplaying Charmy from Black Clover, the character that I was using my natural hair for. I actually kind of did make this one from scratch because I really wanted to practice some stitches, and I also wanted to embroider a black bull's cape. So I had a lot of fun making this one, but I also had a lot of fun getting ready. And after getting ready, we decided to help Joe out with his makeup. He was cosplaying someone from Demon Slayer, but we also kept hearing this really weird vibrating sound. Fingers?
It doesn't hurt too bad. I thought it was gonna hurt from knowing.
Why would it hurt?
Bro, are you like masturbating, bro?
That's what I was like. It sounds like a vibrator.
It sounds like a full vibrator
I
now.
want to say that,
But
but
like,
I was like, nah.
but like a really large one, because why can we hear it through the wall?
Yeah, for real.
I literally wanted to say that, but I was like,
They have a room alone.
Yo, that fucking vibrator's going hard though.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to
It's so
town.
consistent
It's so
too.
distracting.
Someone had a rough night.
They're having a rough morning too.
I think they're having a good
Either
morning.
a good morning or a rough night. That's I don't even know.
There we go.
Rough night, good.
Ta-da! Extra sparkly!
Now, another reason I was here was due to winning the Blerdcon craftsmanship contest and becoming the Black Cosplayer of the Year. I had the opportunity to table with Blerdcon. I was really nervous to table at my first convention, but everyone who stopped by my table was so sweet, and I had this really cool banner of my face in my Jolene cosplay. I was giving out some business cards, some stickers, and some little bug charms, which was really fun, and I even had some friends stop by, including my sister.
Try to be as candid as possible.
Oh yeah, do you want us to be candid, like looking that way? Oh, I don't know, whatever you feel comfortable doing.
Okay. Well, you just let us know. Okay. So wave.
You can just wave.
Yeah.
Thank you. Joe also came to my booth and got picked up by his Demon Slayer husbando. It was giving me a little bit of a deja vu back to Katsu 2022. Maybe this is a Katsucon tradition. Joe getting thrown around by his friends. Anyways, after staying there all morning and early afternoon, I finally got to walk around the con. I ran into some really cool cosplayers. I'm literally obsessed with this Bruno cosplay. Like, he had the zipper and was playing the theme song and everything. Then after that, I met a really cool Asta cosplayer, but unfortunately, all the good fun and the good vibes were coming to an end. I distinctly remember that the last untainted memory I've had from this Katsucon was seeing the lead singer of My Chemical Romance in a bunny suit. So this is the part where I stopped filming as much. I wanted to be cool and hang out with my friends late because I usually don't, due to having really elaborate cosplays that make me exhausted. But because my cosplays were more simple, I wasn't really tired. We ended up going to the rooftop bar where I saw something I definitely didn't consent to seeing, and it was really unfortunate that no one was stopping anything, and there was little to no security. The security that was there wasn't really doing anything. I personally left immediately, only to see people who really weren't doing well at the bottom of the elevator. And at that point, I really wanted to go home, but I decided to stay, which might have been a mistake. Day 2, Saturday. So I didn't go home against my better judgment. I really wanted to go to the Identity 5 meetup and spend more time with my friends that I haven't seen in a long time. But the morale was low. I didn't take many videos, so I went to the morning shift of working with the Blerdcon booth. It was still pretty fun. We had music, people were still coming up to my booth. Honestly, a shocking amount of people recognized me as Andrew from Identity 5, who I was cosplaying. I forgot to say that earlier. I also had more friends come stop by my table. So after lunch, I went to the Identity 5 meetup. and I was completely shocked about how many cosplayers were there. Honestly, they all were so amazing. I was like fanboying, girling, whatever you call it. I'm honestly a little bit disappointed that I didn't get more people's social medias because there's a really cool doctor cosplayer and a really cool Manzai that was so adorable. And I honestly had a lot of fun. Midway through the Identity 5 meetup, my sister showed up who also plays Identity 5 with me, and I started to have a really fun, goofy time. We did a photo shoot where we just, honestly, it was a bunch of shenanigans in the parking lot, so that was pretty great. And I even accidentally knocked her over a chair, but hear me out. So this is what happened. We were walking down the hallway, and she was like, look to your left, and I was like, I finally looked to my left, and why do I see the most beautiful Byakuya cosplayer? And I freaked out, knocked her over the chair, and there were all bunch of really cool Bleach cosplayers with this person. And I was like, can I videotape you? But my camera wasn't working. So I'm gonna show you literally the worst film in the world because I got so nervous that I didn't want to ask to take another video of them. Thank you. And as stories go, eventually my sister went home and I did not, but I probably should have. Instead of going home, I put on a really cute shirt, which honestly, I was expecting a lot of people to be mad about it, but it was a highlight. People love this shirt and it made me so happy. I decided to people watch a bit, but I was really grumpy, so just be prepared for that. Why are you doing it? Please stop. Please stop. Don't do it. I don't care. If you keep saying the same thing over and over again, I'm gonna lose my mind.
It's the actual song.
I will lose my mind, Joe. I hate how you just did that as soon as I picked up my camera. It's not funny. Then after people watching, I met up with some really cool friends, watched them do their poses. And I walked around a bit. I got to see Pikachu and Buff Gon arm wrestling, but the Katsucon staff kicked us out for arm wrestling. It was kind of disappointing because that was actually pretty lit. So this is where the con kind of took a darker turn for me. A bit earlier during the con, I had been waiting for the elevator, not for my room, but my friend stayed on the 12th and 10th floor, and it was like 10 plus maybe 20-minute wait, and we were waiting there until the con staff had us clear out the way so 2 paramedics and a stretcher could wait for the elevator, and we were waiting for like 10 minutes. I was like, this is not safe. Someone could really get hurt because it's taking so much time. By the time the elevator came down, there was the paramedics couldn't even fit the structure into the elevator, so they had to go to the service elevator anyway. This was concerning to me, but I just went upstairs and went about my business. But later that night, I had been waiting around for a friend, and kind of similarly, they had cleared everyone out of the way so that a stretcher could go this time to the service elevator. But it was unfortunate that someone really did get hurt, and this really messed me up. I ended up just going to bed, and out of respect of the people, I don't know who they were. I'm not going to go into detail about exactly what happened, but it was just very, very unfortunate. Day 3, Sunday. Needless to say, my spirits were absolutely crushed at this point, and I mostly just sat down eating yogurt and waiting until I could go home. So how was my Katsucon 2023? It was a train wreck. The con was overcrowded. people weren't really wearing masks, nor were they enforced except in kind of weird situations. And I saw a lot of traumatizing things. But on the positive note, I did meet a lot of really cool Identity 5 cosplayers, and I also got to reconnect with old friends that I truly love. And I even got to have my first experience tabling at a con, which I found that I really did enjoy. But at the end of the day, will I return to Katsucon next year? Probably not. Unless the con will step up dealing with the overcrowding and also creating less of a toxic environment. I think I might have to sit out for a year or two. Also, I kind of say that I'm not going to Katsucon every year and people clown me for it because I end up there. So there is a chance I might go during the day. I definitely won't be staying at night, but we'll just have to see. Thanks for watching my first YouTube video. I don't know about post-con depression, but I definitely need some post-con therapy after that one. I will be making a part 2 to this video because I left some things out, and mostly pertaining to all of the stuff I bought at Katsucon. Probably because I needed a lot of con retail therapy because of what I went through at this con, but I think that should be a fun video. I'll also include the gifts I got, which were really sweet. So thanks for watching. Yeah.
Me matching. Oh. Sad.
This is my first YouTube video. I already messed up because I realized what my mistakes are. It's just all titty in my camera. Like.
Well, if you got them, flaunt them.
Katsucon? You don't want me in your vlog. Oh, wait, I didn't even think about that. Don't let me fall down these steps.